This is Blacklight Retribution and your same host, as it's always been, the Jesus is on here today. Now, the last time I played this game, I think that was maybe around 2, 3 years ago. Yes, I believe it's about 2, 3 years ago. I had a laptop that really couldn't run this game, so I downloaded the game, tried to play it, put it on the lowest setting. I think I was using a Toshiba satellite, some kind of crazy laptop it was, and I couldn't play that game around that time, so I ended up uninstalling it. And I think the game was also having issues, maybe with the developers or some sort of conflict within the game system itself. So I just decided to uninstall it, and now today it's 2017. I am back playing this game, and right now I'm just looking through and seeing how things are in the game. See if I can make some settings better. I have a computer now that can run everything effectively, and I have an ultra fast internet. The only problem I would think maybe how we'll run into is maybe a server issue or problems with other players, because I know sometimes when it comes to MMOs or active online multiplayer shooters, you tend to encounter players that glitch away, fade away, or disappear. Now, when we talk about games with, sci-fi theme or sci-fi ideas, one of the games that also comes to mind will be the Ubisoft online shooter that closed down last year, which is the Ghost Recon Phantoms. Man, that game really had so much potential. That game had a lot of potential. However, I don't know what it was with Ubisoft and some of their past games. A lot of them always ended up being shut down, so which is ridiculous. But that game had a lot of potential. The graphics, the quality. I just guess because it was too much tactics and you have so much shooting games. So Call of Duty games are always going to overpower it. You have Battlefield games, and if we look at the year 2016, there was a lot of shooting games. There was a lot of shooters out there, even free games. There are shooters out there. I think some of these companies, the best way for them to survive if their market is dying here in the United States, to go into the Asian section or the Asian region of the gaming world. I think that would be a better thing for them, because I tend to see a lot of video games that tend to die off in the Western Hemisphere. I found a way to survive over there. So I think that's what they should do. Right now, I am still using my mouse. I'm coming back to my settings. I haven't played this game in a long time, so I still have all brand new things. Hopefully, I can get a chance to play with real players. However, let's see. Uh, let's see. Not a lot of improvement. Let me see if I can get. Okay, so you have to buy these items. Why isn't that moving? Okay, done. You have to buy some of these items. I love the aesthetics of the game. I like the look, the sci-fi theme on it. I like how everything looks. It looks really nice. What will really do this game justice is if this game was a third-person shooter, a third-person game. So those are different taunts. I don't see any difference on there. And of course, you have the default voice, and but yeah. And then there was another game. I think it was it Warhammer? No, it wasn't Warhammer. Some kind of other game. There have been a lot of publication of sci-fi games that have come out within the past few years. And one of the biggest problems is finding a market or having a player base that doesn't die off. Because you have to understand, when you have other major games like the Call of Duty series or the Halo series that has yearly esport competition, or maybe a esport competition almost all the time, and now the newly introduced Overwatch series, it's very, very difficult for a lot of shooters out there to maintain their platform. And I think one of the best ways to reel people in is to create something interesting, something that won't lead to a content drop, maybe a storyline. And that's one of the ways that Warframe has been really able to sustain themselves and really stay ahead of the game and stay relevant even all the way up to this point. because if we really look at the way things are, out of a lot of the different MMOs online, if we look at the Steam charts, Dota 2 and Warframe are the ones topping the chart as far as free to play games. And of course, a lot of these online shooters such as Blacklight and some of these other games, some of them may come off as free to play, but in the end, it's either buy to win, pay to win, or most of the things on there you have to literally, literally, seriously. Some of those things you have to really just pay to acquire those things. Right now, as you can see, I'm looking through all these different things. I'm still trying to figure out what to do, or I'm trying to remove that background. Yes, so I'm able to do that. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So, however, some of the things on here you have to buy with is a GP, ZEEP, and of course you have your typical XP. So it's telling me I have to go to acquire something from practice or from training. And one of the things that is going to be a problem is, yeah, let's see, is there will always be some items. Maybe you have to pay real money to get GP, or you have to get it some kind of way. I like the tech feel of it. It looks really, really unique and really sleek. So I'm playing with the help and support of bots. So this is a practice match. So just to see what it looks like and see how the game plays by itself. Now, if you see or notice any lag issues, that will not be a problem associated with my oh shit, damn it. That will not be a problem associated with my computer. But as you can see right there, those are bots that I'm playing against, and they have a feel or a look that resembles the newest and recent Titanfall look. And you know what? I'm thinking about looking into that game itself and seeing how it works and how it plays. I know I have one of the weakest guns on here right now, and which will probably lead to the doom of the player itself. Okay, that's a friendly. Let me see if I can get something out here. So, and if we look at everything, and one of the things I like about this game. Oh, okay, I just took a fall damage. One of the things I like about this game is the fact that even if you're not killing enemies or any of those, you have a point. It has a point-based system that you tend to get credit or rewarded for. So, in other words, even if you didn't kill the enemies, but you still find a way to pretty much help your teammates, maybe securing a point, controlling a point, maybe assists, or maybe just backing them up. And it has something that says morale boost. So pretty much being around your teammates, or maybe shooting an enemy a little bit and causing them or forcing them to run away, that will be something that leads to a morale boost. So it pretty much creates and generate more aggro and much more positivity on the playing ground and on the battlefield. So I believe that's one of the ways in which they did that. And those are some of the things we've seen in a lot of Ubisoft games, a lot of Ghost Recon, a lot of. I wish they would bring back Rainbow Six. Is there someone? Come on. So those are some of the things I would love for them to bring back in future games, like future shooters and stuff, all that. And one of the things that I've noticed is when it comes to basically active shooters like this kind of games, or maybe tech shooters, or whatever it is you even want to call them, the one without the fantasy theme to it, unlike Warframe. One of the things they tend to have problem with is the fact that, oh, wow, just blew his head off. One of the things they tend to have problem with is the terrible quality. I think I know some people will disagree and talk about Counter Strike being uh, a huge success because of the way it looks and all that kind of stuff. But there are some games I just feel if you're going to have a shooter, don't have a generic shooter. Some of them are still following the typical Counter Strike formula. I believe they should just go ahead and implement new strategies, have new mechanics, new techniques, have new design principle, not just go based on what they've always done. So I'm going to try to see if I can get this guys over here. There you go. That's a double kill. So, yep, right there. That's a double kill. And I really don't care if I just kill the bot, but that's what it is. It's a kill. A kill is a kill. So, a lot of those games, they tend to get it messed up because of those things and because of those situations and the way they have decided to design and attribute some of their principles that they are following. They need to branch out and look into more styles and more tech options as far as those things are concerned. So where is it? Where I'm trying to figure out where everybody is. Okay, there's someone shooting me, and I'm trying to figure out. And okay, so is that guy an assassin of some sort? Because I must say I really did not see that guy, and maybe it's a server error or something. I don't know what it is, but I know that it's technically definitely not my internet, and it's definitely not my computer because everything runs fine. I've ran more demanding games than this on this computer, so it shouldn't be giving me a problem. So let's see, there's nobody over there, nobody in that corner. Let's see if we can get something out of here. Let's see if we can get the bazooka. Is that the rocket slinger or maybe the flamethrower? And goodness God, yeah. I like the muzzle flash effect though. That really looks really nice. It didn't look like some kind of template that they just placed. Of course, some of the blue effects on there, I guess maybe it's because the sci-fi themed shooter, they added some a different kind of effects to it. But let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, so I'm gonna get the flamethrower. So I push 3. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this really helps out and kills a lot of enemies. There you oh, well, a bad move. Terrible decision there. Terrible decision. And I believe the AIs and the enemies have a better gun than I do, so that's why they were able to just kill me from time to time. And of course they have better armor. I'm using the starter basic thing. So hopefully if I can get more than enough points when it gets to the regular game, I can buy some items and, you know, really contribute. Because this looked like a basic M16 gun. And of course some people will say your first gun is the best gun in this game, but I don't know. I guess I'll find out. But that'll be it for you guys, and I'm gonna wrap up and go ahead and finish this game. And that's another kill. And until that, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.